Yes, sir. What up, YouTube? Welcome to the Animation Cave. I'm your host, Gil Rivera. This is a behind the scenes art video to showcase and promote my self published indie comic, The Nite Stalker. This is a double page spread of Empire City that opens up issue 2. Similar to what I did in issue 1, here's a picture here. I want to pull the reader in and hit you with a dynamic cinematic shot of the city that was inspired by many films, many cartoons, many comic books. Just to name a few: Anton Furst's Gotham City from Batman 1989, Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, Terry Gilliam's Brazil, Kazuhiro Otomo's Akira, and Fritz Lang's Metropolis. It's a sprawling, overpopulated city overrun with crime and corruption. So, the left side is the credits page showcasing the creators involved, and the right side is the actual first page of the story. When I start a page, it begins with an image in my head. So I start with the thumbnail, which is a small sketch to get the image down on paper before I move to the actual size. And I put a picture here so you can see the scale. The actual paper that we use is 11 by 17 Bristol board. So once I get the roughs done, I light box my roughs onto the 11 by 17 Bristol board for the final pencils. So as you can see, I'm not using a ruler. I do this to get a rougher, lived in feel and texture to the artwork, which I find more interesting. I've always been a fan of Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird's work on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Their original graphic novels had a rougher look to them that really inspired me, and I really like that aesthetic. Other influences are Michael Avon Oeming and Keith Giffen, just to name a few. On the other hand, I love artists like Sean Chen, David Finch, Ethan Van Sciver, Bernard Chang, Michael Turner, because they had beautiful, tight pencils and renderings. But for me personally, I would never get anything done if I tried to get their level of detail. As you can see, I'm inking the smaller details on the outside buildings first and then moving towards the center of the illustration. So I want to take a second to tell you a little bit about Nite Stalker. Nite Stalker is about bringing back good old-fashioned comic book themes like heroism, action, adventure, escapism, and good versus evil. I grew up on 80s and 90s action movies, and I love Quentin Tarantino and grindhouse films for the aesthetic and the over-the-top violence. So, vigilantes and anti-heroes have always been my thing. Some of my favorite characters are Batman, the Punisher, Judge Dredd, and Solid Snake from the Metal Gear Solid game series. So you might be thinking, who is the Nite Stalker? The Nite Stalker is former Force Recon Marine Javier Rey. When he's a child, he experiences a tragedy that shapes his life and leads him down a certain path. After graduating high school, he follows in his family's tradition of joining the Marines like all the other men have. Early on, he tries out for the Special Forces and scores high enough that he makes it into Force Recon. So he goes on Black Ops and clandestine missions all around the world. Now, I don't want to give away everything, but something happens on one of those missions and he's left for dead and he's imprisoned in a third world country. Enter Francis Benjamin Winchester, the original Nite Stalker. On his last mission, breaks Javier out of prison and rescues him. So Javier decides to help Winchester by taking his place as the Nite Stalker. So there's a legacy theme that's at play here. So this was our first behind the scenes art video. What did you think? Please let me know in the comments below. I read and respond to all of them. So if you want to see more videos about cartoons, anime, and comic book art, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Also, please hit the thumbs up button too. It really helps us with the algorithm. So the next video is going to be a retrospective on one of my all-time favorite cartoons, Inspector Gadget. So I hope you'll join us, and thank you for watching.